Well, a popular tourist destination in our region is going to look quite a bit different for the coming years.
NBC5's John Hawks tells us about the Quechee Gorge Bridge construction and how this will affect the thousands of cars that drive over it every day. John?
The Quechee Gorge is an iconic tourist destination that thousands visit yearly, but for the foreseeable future, it'll be a construction zone. 9,000 cars pass over the Quechee Gorge Bridge daily. And starting next week, drivers will start to notice delays on Route 4. Over the next 2 to 3 years during construction season, the bridge will only have one lane of traffic open at a time, controlled by a traffic signal.
We initially tried to stage this so we could maintain 2 lanes of traffic and shift it each side, but it's just not wide enough to do that, and we would leave the contractor no room to work.
The $20.8 million project will bring some much-needed improvements and safety upgrades to the bridge built in 1911. Construction is set to be completed in the summer of 2026.
So there's a lot of structural steel work to be done and a full cleaning and painting of the steel underneath and the new sidewalks. And we're doing approach work on each side, extending the sidewalks to the parking areas to the west. And there's a visitor center just to the east, where now people walk on the edge of on the shoulder and the edge of the road.
Foot traffic will also be limited to one of the sides of the bridge while crews work. The trail down the gorge will be open, just not directly under the bridge. There's a detour by the nearby visitor center, which some say is a little disorienting and could be signed better by the state.
One of the things that's hard about that is it's making people confused about access to trails. We're a state park area and visitor center, and so people are confused.
The construction is also worrisome for some nearby businesses. The Hartford Area Chamber of Commerce says 100,000 people visit the gorge annually.
The bridge project is really exciting that we're getting a new bridge, but part of the problem with that is it's going to really affect businesses on the strip. Right now, the bridge process is going down to just one lane, which is going to make people a little less interested in coming out this way.
The project has a website and a public information officer if there are any questions or concerns.
But when the project is all done, it'll be really exciting to have better usability, better access for visitors to be able to see the bridge, hopefully to have access to trails and to the visitor center.
VTrans is asking for the public's patience as this multi-year project rolls on. In Quechee, John Hawks, NBC5 News.